So, what do you have for us today?
Episode number 7. Welcome, everyone. Well, for today, I actually have somewhat of an inheritance. Since we're talking about it, seems like
This is
right before we started, we were talking.
I was just telling him about a video I watched on TikTok.
You saw something, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I saw a video. Well, let me explain. I was watching TikTok. I was scrolling on TikTok, and I saw this video of these people protesting for
the right of
like for the pricing in renting,
which is just
skyrocketing in big cities. And this girl was like, we should cancel the inheritance rights because people should not get flats just because they're born in a certain family. And I kind of disagree with it because at the end of the day, the parents want to give that flat to the kids. So the people that bought it want to give it to them, and not because they just get born and they just get it. Imagine, like, look at all those celebrities that decide to give up all their patrimony in donations and things like this.
Yeah.
And they don't leave anything to the kids. It's their decisions what they're gonna do with this money in these houses. So yeah, maybe it's a right that you get because you're born in the right family. True.
I mean, that is just life, right? That is capitalism. If they're not gonna give it that way, they're gonna give it in a different way.
But that's what she was saying. She was saying that we should cancel these rights of inheritance, and that when you have a flat and then you die, you should just give back the flat to the state or something like this.
To me, it sounds very utopic.
It's a bit not gonna happen.
But it's very funny because our first story actually has to do with inheritance.
All right.
Which was definitely not prepared at all. But let's begin. Am I the a-hole for refusing to take a DNA test to keep inheritance? I, 25 male, am having a clash of morals and obligations and would like an outside perspective. When I was 13, my parents died and I was raised by my paternal grandparents.
All right.
It was the easiest choice since they lived in the same area with my parents, were alive and visited them frequently. I am my grandparents' only child, as an aunt, 43 female, is child-free, so when they passed on, they left me their house. The current total value of the house is around $500,000. And that's lowballing the estimate, and it's fully paid off, so I basically have a really good head start in life, although I could never imagine selling it.
Okay.
Recently, I was approached by a man, 38 male, John, claiming to be my grandfather's son and would like a DNA test to verify it. I, shocked, didn't believe him and told him to F off because that would mean that my grandfather cheated on my grandmother. He also contacted my aunt and she recognized him as the neighbor's kid who moved away years ago. Apparently, my grandparents were friends with his parents, but then one day there was a huge fight and the couple moved away.
Ooh.
John stated that his mom had an affair with my grandfather, and when the husband found out, he divorced his mom and they were forced to sell the house. John said that his mom's husband wanted nothing to do with him since he wasn't sure if he was the father and abandoned him. Years later, John tracked him down, and after a DNA test was confirmed that he wasn't the father.
Oh, so his dad was not his dad for sure.
Confirmed. And that's why he's looking
for the dad.
For the dad that he suspects. Because John's mom confessed that the only other possible candidate was my
grandfather.
So there was some I don't want to say turbulent, but no. Turbio. Yeah.
Can you look at
a little bone in the mouth.
She's too cute.
My aunt lives in another country. So John has been asking me to do a DNA test so that he can finally know for sure who his father is. I was willing to do it until my girlfriend, 26F, brought up the issue of ownership of the house. I did a quick check, and if the DNA test proves that John is indeed my grandfather's son, he might be able to sue for a share of the estate.
Nah, but the estate was of his parents, not of his grandparents, correct?
Correct.
So you cannot sue him for anything because he's the direct descendant.
Why are they of the same age? I know they're not the same age, right?
They're not. He's older.
John is
John
38,
is 38.
and he's 25. Okay, so there is a age gap.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I did a quick check, and if the DNA test proves that John is indeed my grandfather's son, he might be able to sue for a share of the estate. If it came down to it, I would be forced to sell my home because there's no way I could buy out even 1/3 of the share. I contacted John and said that I would be more than willing to do a DNA test, but only under the condition that he sign away any rights or claims to the house.
All right.
If he's proven to be my grandfather's son via paperwork that my lawyers would draw up. I didn't hear from John for days, but then got an angry call from a woman claiming to be his wife, who called me greedy and selfish. That I couldn't possibly know that pain of not knowing who my father is and that my grandfather owes John. I hung up on her and contacted a lawyer. So far, unless John can present enough evidence to create doubt, he doesn't have much of a case, especially since the possible father is already deceased. While I'm content with never giving John what he wants until he waives his rights, and my aunt won't either, his wife has begun stalking me on social media.
Oh my God.
And putting me on blast. Am I the a-hole? Oh, this is a difficult one, eh?
This is a bit true, that his grandfather owned him.
Yes.
Because
yes,
the family is ruined.
Yeah, because there was a separation. Then
The
he
dad
found out that
abandoned
he was
him.
not his actual dad.
Like, he got abandoned, this guy. I don't think he has the right to get the house where the protagonist, OP, like, lived, and his parents were, like, the owners. I don't think he has any right to whatever the parents of the OP created, generated, and enjoyed.
We don't know, though, because
But
if he's putting it in this way and he's asking John to sign a waiver,
there might be something.
there might be some connection between the grandparents and the estate that might have been passed down to the parents.
If I put myself in the shoes of the person writing, I wouldn't want a stranger to force me out of the house.
No.
Just because someone, like my grandfather, did a mistake. Well, a mistake. They didn't handle the things correctly at the time.
Really rough,
because he got abandoned by the dad, but the grandfather of the protagonist never contacted them. No one knows about this.
Maybe he didn't even know.
Like,
we don't know.
They didn't even, like, they know because there was a huge fight.
Yeah. Well, there was a huge fight, yes, but did the grandfather ever know there was a possibility that this person was his son?
I don't know.
And it could be connected.
I don't know.
This seems like really
weird.
soap opera.
I would say that he's not, like, is ish in the sense that I think that for him it would be good to have an uncle finally.
Yeah.
Because he has lost almost all his family.
Yeah.
So not having the parents, the granddad dead, I think it would be good for him to have the possibility. Like, to be honest, it's a gift that kind of ended on his lap. But at the same time, I understand that since he's alone, he doesn't have much to hang on to, and that this house is everything for him.
It's tainted a little bit by the fact that there is money, right? Because it's a state, whatever, but there's money in the middle, right? And that's kind of, if there was not a house, he would be happy to meet someone that he is, in somewhat connected through blood.
Yeah, but he's worried about money because he doesn't have any parents. The grandfather has left him the house.
Yeah.
Like, he's worried because he clearly stated that he cannot afford it to lose it.
And
so
he offered to provide a DNA test if the other one accepted to waiver the house.
Yeah.
And he didn't accept. So it's kind of BS to, throw emotional balls about, you're not allowing him to know if it was his father. Okay, but it seems like you're after an inheritance.
Yeah.
Right?
And even if you weren't, you're now after I ask you to give up on it. So I would say not the a-hole. I don't know what our beloved people already would say, but I would say no.
I agree with you. There is a couple of clarifications. So my aunt is aware of everything and it supports what I'm doing. My grandparents was very clear. Once the both passed, I got the house. My aunt got their life insurance policy. We split the remainder of their savings, and sentimental items were to be given to the designated people. There was no mention of giving anything for a possible secret lost law. I mean,
no way.
There's no clause about a potential,
lost child.
Lost child.
What?
I did initially block his wife, but she's created other accounts. I'm American and I live in the US.
Oh wow, I completely forgot about the wife of this man.
She's the one
him.
doing the harassment. But I think it has nothing to do with the man finding anything to do with his family. I think it's more about the fact that, because I'm understanding, once the parents died, he was under 18. He was 13. I think everything legally passed to the grandparents.
Yeah.
And maybe there is some split division between up and down, depending on where you live and the laws, right? But some part passed to the grandparents, some part passed to him, and then when the parents died, it all passed to him.
Yeah.
But if there is any discovery about a child of the grandfather, there should be.
I mean, maybe they're after the money or the personal.
It could be
belonging of these people.
I don't think they knew there was a house or anything like that.
No, I think they got suspicious after the other guy asked them to give up on his rights.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Which rights?
Wait, do I have rights?
Are there some rights to be called?
Tell me more about that. So, top comment, not the a-hole. The wife and John are definitely going to sue for the estate. The fact that he didn't agree to draw up papers to ensure that doesn't happen is suspicious. If he really just wanted to know who his biological father is, he would have agreed. You both would have taken the test, you guys would have got the results, and that would have been the end of it. It's suspicious that he didn't opt for it.
Yeah.
Agree, 100%. The next request is for your attorney to send a harassing wife a cease and desist. Yeah, seems a bit dramatic, but sure.
Yeah, because I don't think... You think they're never gonna give up?
I mean, in the end, they're just stalking you on Instagram. I don't know to what point you have a case for a cease and desist, really.
Let's see.
It's kind of a gray area for me. I don't know. But yeah, everybody agrees that it's not the a-hole. You know, they can't call you greedy and say he only wants to know, but then they don't agree.
Yeah, on the house and everything.
Yeah. Let me see if there's anything controversial here that spices our opinion a little bit. Okay. You are the a-hole. Just because what you're doing is legal doesn't make it any less immoral. If he is your granddad's son, then he is right to have half of that house. Wow, half. In that case, don't blame him. Blame on your cheating grandpa. This guy has already been dealt with a shitty hand for life.
Yeah, to be honest.
That's the thing.
I don't disagree with him. He has a bad upcoming, this poor guy.
Yeah.
And not because of his, any choice that he made.
No, for sure.
So, there is a lot of people that did not behave correctly. And this guy is paying for it.
Both of them.
Fully.
Right?
Well, the protagonist is not really gonna give up on his rights. And if he doesn't agree to have a DNA test, I don't think he can legally do it.
Do you think you could go to a court and show this "Am I the a-hole" post and be like, look,
he knew.
He knows that I might be related and he's denying it just because he doesn't want to give part of the estate.
I don't think you can, because this is all anonymous. How do you prove that it's him?
It's also a throwaway account, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way that guy's gonna get anything really. I don't know. It's a bit ish. It's a bit ish, but I understand.
I feel a bit bad for him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, why the OP has to pay for mistakes of others?
I mean, to be honest, he's not really paying. He got an inheritance that maybe should have not just
Yeah, but
been for him, right?
this person is no one to him.
That's true.
Is no one to the dad,
That's
to the
true.
granddad. He's just stranger.
Yeah.
His dad, like the person that lived with him and then despised him because he was not his blood related son. That's his real dad.
Yeah.
And that's the family that he should be taking care of this. Not the family of someone that didn't even know you existed until 5 seconds ago.
It does kind of suck what you mentioned earlier, that there's a possibility of finding someone related to you.
Yeah, like
that could have a lot of traits of your grandfather.
That is a great of your dad.
There could have been a connection.
Like
there.
it is a half brother of your
right?
dad. So it's like a gift dropped on your lap and
tainted by money.
I don't know if I would give up on it so fast.
I mean, don't know. The other option is to sell the house and
no, but you can find a sort of agreement.
Well, that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, but his agreement is I'm giving you nothing.
Yeah.
Like you can find a midway arrangement in which this guy at least gets something and then you share with him, your family.
That's crazy.
But if family fights between each other, even when they know each other, and they're
imagine when they don't
really, really, really being together for many years. Imagine when it's a stranger. Like,
all right. So for our second story of today,
can I read it?
Of course.
All right.
I don't know what to expect of this one.
Am I the a-hole for asking my coworker to not eat tuna in the break room?
Seems like you are.
Seems like it, sir or lady. So, I am very pregnant right now. You are not. You are not the a-hole anymore.
That was a shift? What do you mean?
Still in the first trimester, but the symptoms hit. I'm nauseous all day and I can't eat anything warm really. I've been living on cold sandwiches and fruits because that is all my body can tolerate right now. My sense of smell is also hiding it. So my coworker loves tuna. He eats everything with tuna, especially a Spanish brand with tomato puree in it. I used to like it before I was pregnant, even though the smell is quite strong. The problem is he doesn't keep the tuna refrigerated. He literally puts it out of his work bag, and especially in summer, he stinks everything up.
Oh,
usually I do notice, but I can manage. But lately, I can't stay around that smell. I've barfed way more than I wanted to admit. Yesterday, after I came back from my barfing, I asked him if he could please eat something else. My throat is hurting from barfing every day, and I just can't anymore. Dude got red in the face and left the break room. He left his tuna too. Now people are calling me an a-hole. They told me I'm not entitled to dictate what someone else eats. I tried to explain, but apparently HR is also involved.
Oh, wow.
So, was I really the a-hole? There is some edits under. I don't want to...
We can read them later. First thoughts. I mean, I've never been pregnant.
I would say no, because until she started talking about the barfing continuously every day, I would
feel
be like,
bad.
You can be in the break room at different timing and just open the window, and you don't have to be at the same time in the break room unless there is some rules in the company that force you to take the break at that time.
You could air it and clear a bit.
You could just air it, or he could air it. You could tell him, when you finish to eat, just
you're puking.
Open the you're like busy in the bathroom,
She pukes every day.
And then coming back from the barf, like, sorry, would you mind with something else? Anything in the world? Like, these guys are a bit obsessed with tuna,
this is
that tuna is so bad for environment, right? Like, you should not eat that much tuna.
Well, that's another
rampage.
Box to open.
Yeah, that's another rampage. But I think that they could find, if HR is involved, maybe she should have asked him to go together to HR to find maybe different timings.
It doesn't seem like they have like a relationship that doesn't seem to be that close to discuss this, because she made one comment and he left red in anger, left his tuna behind, and probably went to HR directly.
Yeah, well, he didn't say in anger. He says I know, she got red in the face. Yeah, probably in anger. I thought he was embarrassed.
Well,
Like,
maybe that's what she understood, that he was angry, but he was just
yeah,
embarrassed. It could be.
yeah, bueno. I would ask someone to eat it in a different moment. You cannot ask people to stop eating things, but you can ask people to eat them, like to find a sort of an agreement between you and me to when you eat it and when I'll be in the break room. Or I will ask a
can
special
you-
permission to just be in the break room
Somewhere else?
at a different time.
Or somewhere else. Maybe instead of that break room, you go somewhere else.
Yeah, she's
Like-
kind of ish for me because
Yeah, no, to me, she's a bit like it's the first trimester as well.
yeah, but if you're puking, you're puking, eh? I don't think she pukes on
Yeah,
command.
I know. But
I
like,
think she has a real problem, but her solution,
to me, it feels like I have a problem, and the only solution is for someone else
to do
to
something.
do something about it. So there's no discussion about what she could do differently, if she could take, like, if she could have requested maybe to go to a different floor or a special room.
But it's weird that he eats everyday tuna, no? Like, what is going on?
I mean,
It's weird. I don't think he does it on
Yes.
purpose because she says she was
But
doing it
it could
also
be a diet.
before.
it could be like,
Which-
people eat chicken,
Which diet involves everyday
tomato tuna.
tomato tuna?
I don't
Like,
know.
por favor, let's read the edit. Thank you all for your judgments. It's pretty clear that I am DA.
Oh, ooh.
I still would like to provide some info as the HR meeting already passed. I
Okay.
forgot to mention some things in the heat of the moment. There is a general consensus in our break room to not eat up fish and to not eat stinky stuff. I don't know
Oh.
why this apparently doesn't appeal to my coworker, and he had never gotten in trouble because of that.
Okay.
So there was already a pre-rule.
That rule exists for a reason. This is not the first person that eats
Yeah.
fish in that break room.
I have absolutely no problem with this coworker. Yes, I should have been much more sensitive and asked nicely. I did ask him once before if he could refrigerate his tuna, so the smell wouldn't be so overpowering.
This tuna must be
It
horrible.
was still an a-hole move to do it in front of my coworker. I should have asked him again privately.
Oh, she did it in front of other people.
Yeah, I did
Ooh.
apologize to him.
That's bad.
We only have the break room. I can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere else because this is my part-time airport job. We're not allowed to eat on the ramp or in the plane, even if it's empty. The
Okay.
break room is inside the security area because that is where I had to work today. Nowhere else to go.
I mean, nowhere else. I just don't buy that.
HR dismissed the complaint my coworker made. I apologized to him and explained everything to him, and that I snapped. He said my pregnancy was not his problem. HR said he shouldn't have eaten tuna in the break room.
Oh wow, so
But-
HR is siding with her.
He shouldn't eat tuna in the break room. Doesn't matter if I'm pregnant or not. Many people did complain apparently directly with HR.
Oh.
She's not the first complainer.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Does that change anybody's opinion?
People are saying that she is the AO as she
Yeah, she
Spoiled
already
to
spoiled
us.
to us. Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying that this should have politely let
yeah.
everyone know.
I didn't know that it was in front of everyone.
Mm.
And with puke, just like, cleaning yourself from coming from the bathroom, being like,
I guess she
you.
I guess like she had enough of puking because
Yeah.
of tuna.
I
to
mean,
be honest.
every day. like,
fair enough.
When I puke after like a night out that I've gone way too far and I have a rough
People are
morning.
saying that she's not vomiting on command, that she just didn't choose to vomit because of tuna.
I mean, of course, I mean, pregnancy does do that to your body, right?
It's
I
not
guess.
a him problem. It's unfortunately a you problem. You should apologize to your coworker.
I do agree that it's a her problem, and I feel like she just directly went with the solution of someone else, and that's what I
Yeah.
disagree with.
I agree.
But HR agreed with her.
But at the end of the day, it's Tuna's fault for being stinky. This is what
And she's the only one that went in person to this person.
everyone.
The rest
everyone
went
else-
around to HR. HR did nothing about it.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. Someone gets enough of puking and it's like, enough.
Yeah.
And decides to do something about it.
Some people agree with her and says that fish should not be allowed in the
It's the
shared
first time I
place.
hear this. So fish is commonly not allowed in like common eating spaces.
No sé. He
What
could
about the
refrigerate his tuna at the very least. It's true.
Yeah, just leaving it there.
Just like refrigerated, man. Like what's like, you know, it's not great for you. It's not great for you.
I still love that he got angry, upset, or whatever, and he just left the tuna there. So.
There is some people that defend her a lot, saying, "What the heck are these comments? He's imposing his fish smell on everyone every day. I'm not pregnant, and that would drive me crazy." Oh god.
I still think that it was not managed well.
And it says Reddit just hates pregnant women for some reason. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
I think until you go through it, some people obviously biologically can't. Until you go through it, you don't know what it is to like suffer a smell to the point that it makes you puke daily.
Yeah,
that can drive anyone insane.
Fish, like I think the two problems are separated.
Yes,
I think that fish in the break room should not be a common thing. It can be once because you know you need to eat it, but it should not be an everyday thing in which you just eat fish.
It might be exaggerated.
Also, HR should have done something at the first complaint.
Definitely,
the first secret.
If it was already not allowed.
Exactly.
It's not like they're complaining about something random.
Exactly. And then there is a problem that she's pregnant and barfs and everything. And that's true. That's not his problem. But it is his problem that he's like...
He's actually not following the rules.
Going against everyone else's rule.
It's interesting that they already have a rule for it.
I would say that
it anyways.
If her reasoning is just the pregnancy, she is the a-hole.
Yeah, because I feel like...
But if you look at the big picture, she's not.
She's trying for someone else to solve her problems.
Yeah. And
that's not good.
No.
But he clearly is not following the rules and has received complaint from people that are not pregnant. So maybe he is also the a-hole.
Behind his back, eh? Behind his back.
I know. I mean, is it better behind his back or in front of everyone?
Better behind the back.
Yeah, I agree. Because like...
At least you don't get humiliated.
It's a bit of a public humiliation, right?
Agree.
I don't love that. No. Resolve your matters in private. There's no need. But yeah, that was the stories for today. Interesting.
Cool. Weird.
We somewhat agreed with Reddit.
Yeah.
More or less today.
I somewhat agree with them.
So, you know, faith in humanity goes a bit up again.
Reddit, you know. No lo sé. Bueno.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Take care.
See you next time.
Bye.